Good morning, my people, my people, my people. My name is Chief Trumblood. I am St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite and most hated son. I am the diaspora machismo. My people, it was another beautiful day for a protest and I enjoyed every moment of my protest. Let me first remind you, the front of my sign said, I don't want the white man's money, the white man's woman, the white man's friendship, and or the white man's fame. And the reverse of my sign said, white man, why have you enslaved the African American? My people, all in all, it was another beautiful day for a protest. And as you know, when I'm finished protesting, it is always my desire and my delight to speak to you of something from a social nature in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. My people, this morning I'm going to address two topics. One of the topics I'm going to address is the fact that that Ralph Gonsalves is trying to steal the police cricket money. And the other topic I'm going to discuss is me praying for the death of Ralph Gonsalves. Let us talk about it. My people, for many, many years, Ralph Gonsalves have hired hitmen to try to kill me. Then they come to California. They hired several people to try to kill me. They made their attempt, and all of the attempts failed. When I was in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, used some of my colleagues to try to kill me. All of the attempts failed. They would always fail. Because I am untouchable. And I said it with pride. Now, I have been taking this in stride because I know they can't really touch me. They can only cause me minor inconveniences, but now I decided to hit back. And in hitting back, I am praying for the death of Ralph Gonsalves. Listen carefully. For the death of Ralph Gonsalves' man in California called Richard Ross. I'm praying for the death of all of those people who allowed Ralph Gonsalves and or Richard Ross to use them. I am praying for the death of all of those people who conspired with Ralph Gonsalves and or Richard Ross. All of those who tried to murder me, who tried to injure me, who caused me pain, stresses and distresses. I just don't want them to die. I am asking the Most High God to inflict them with a terminal illness. Let that illness inflict great pain and violence upon their bodies. The pain and violence on their bodies must be so overwhelming that they will call for death. And when they call and beg for death to come, I am asking the Most High God to take his mighty hands and cover the ears of death, so death will not hear their desperate call for him to come and relieve them from the pain. When the Most High God think it is fitted that they should die, after they have died, let them to be cast into hellfire and let them be burned in hellfire for all eternity. I'm not asking amiss. Let me tell you something. King David, the second king of Israel, like Ralph Gonsalves, who employed the resources of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to try to murder me. Saul employed the resources of Israel to try to murder King David. Because Saul knew King David was anointed by the Most High God to take his place. David prayed for the death of his enemies. At that time was King Saul. King Saul died in battle as David wished. And Jonathan, who was David's very good son and King Saul, a very good friend. Is that your dog, man? And King Saul's son died with his father. Like father, like son. The Most High know what he's doing. And then David's son Absalom and David's chief counsel Abijah came together and overthrew David's kingship. Absalom wanted to kill his father because it's only with the death of David that Absalom kingship will be intact. David prayed for the death of his enemy, Absalom. Absalom and his chief counselor was killed brutally. Let me tell you something. When the children of Israel met the Most High God's prophet Elisha, and they called Elisha out of his name, Elisha cursed them, and two she bears came and killed 42 children. When the Philistine blinded Samson, Samson put to the Most High God and said, Most High, give me back my strength so I can take vengeance, I can get revenge for all of the things that the Philistines took for my two eyes. The Most High immediately give back Samson his strength so he can get revenge. 3,000 diplomats died, including the king, the queen, the prince and the princesses, all of the governors and other high-ranking officials of the Philistines died in one shot. My people, let us wait and see. When I made my post last night, a lot of people, they don't even look at my videos. They don't read my posts. But somehow, when I tell them yesterday that from since I started praying for Ralph Gonsalves is dead, I've never missed a day. They jump on my post and all them had things to say. Let me tell you something. I am not here to defend the Most High God. I'm not here to protect the Most High God's reputation. I don't care, based on my relationship with the Most High God, how you feel about God and how you feel about me. It is not my responsibility or obligation to protect the Most High God's reputation or to defend the Most High God's reputation. It is my responsibility to be faithful to the Most High God and let the Most High God fight my battles against all of my enemies. He said he will fight all of my battles. That's all I'm doing. So whether you hate the Most High God because of me, you can't hate him because of me. You hate him because you're not in a relationship with him. You are a slave. And you hate him because you know he has nothing to do with you. My people, let me tell you something about the police and the cricket money that Ralph Gonsalves is now holding back from the police. Let me remind you that the World Cup was not a St. Vincent Sporting Association or a St. Vincent Cricket Association venture. The World Cup was the ICC venture, right? The ICC, like the NBA, like the NHL, and like all of those professional sport leagues, is a profit-making business. They make most of their monies from dues, international dues, television rights, streaming rights, and advertisement. The ICC is a multi-billion dollars organization. When the ICC comes to a country to host a match, whether it's a test match or a World Cup match, the ICC rents the place where the facility they're going to host the match in. The gates belongs to the ICC, and they give a portion of it to the local association to help them to grow. All of the security needs is the financial responsibility of the International Cricket Council. Let me tell you something. When the International Cricket Council came to St. Vincent and the Grenadines, or through whichever means they arrange for the price of security for the international World Cup match that was hosted in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, it was not the responsibility of the government of St. Vincent and the Grenadines to pay for the security of that match. Ralph Gonsalves invests several $1 million to get the stadium ready for the World Cup. There were other needs in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, but now the stadium lay idle. After they won, they play a football match there, two sporting events, and millions of dollars sit idle, being destroyed by the elements, rain, sun, everything else. So when Ralph Gonsalves is saying that when the bill come, the bill was too high. It's not when the bill come, the bill was too high. When the ICC, the International Cricket Council, send the checks to pay the security team, the police officers that ensure that security was provided at the cricket venue, Ralph Gonsalves think that the police should not be paid this amount of money. Let me tell you something. The amount of money that the ICC paid the police is fair. It is not more than it is paid to Bajans, Trinidadians, Guyanese, or any other members in the Caribbean when they come to the Caribbean to do a show. They give you a fair amount of money based on the television rights, the streaming rights, the advertisements that are played during that period of time that they make the money. So Ralph Gonsalves has no right to interrupt the contract that was made between law enforcement and the representative of the International Cricket Council. It is a contract between two agencies. The only difference is one of the agencies is a governmental agency. When Ralph Gonsalves see the side of the check, Ralph Gonsalves said, you know what? I'm going to put this check to pay September's salary for the police. And that's what he did. He used the money, the extra duty money, which should go to the police who perform the extra duties, to pay the general salary of the police force. You don't have any money to pay you back. Let me tell you something. Ralph Gonsalves is hoping that you forget this, like you forget so many other things, and he don't have to pay you. The man is a thief. He's even thieving, stealing from the underpaid police officers. The police officers in St. Vincent and the Grenadines gets the smallest monthly wages for any police service within the Caribbean. Ralph Gonsalves is an incompetent man in every aspect of it. He's holding on to the post of Prime Minister, knowing that he can't do the job. And now, listen to me. He and Julian Francis have been smuggling cocaine to pay salaries. They have borrowed monies from every government in the Caribbean to pay salaries. Let me tell you something. In Milton Cato days, Milton Cato and the other Caribbean islands had a very good relationship. If the revenue that came in for a month was not sufficient, these governments will help each other governments to ensure that they are able to meet their fixed monthly expenditure, salaries and so forth. When Ralph Gonsalves used that facility, Ralph Gonsalves was unable to pay back Barbados, Trinidad, Tobago, and all of the, even Grenada and St. Lucia, Dominica. He didn't pay them back. The man burned all of the bridges, all of the relationship that was set up for times when governments are unable to meet their fixed monthly expenditure where they help each other. He burned it. And when a government comes to St. Vincent, they can't get help because they have the money. So now he's stealing from the police officers. Their extra duty money, he's stealing it. My people are incompetence. It's a hard thing. Oh my God. My name is Too Strong, but tell Ralph Gonsalves for the police the money. They sacrifice their day off. They sacrifice the luxury of going in the stands and looking at the match. And they stay there. Some of them get a chance to peep piece of the match. They work outside. They must be compensated as the agreement, as the contract says. They must be compensated. Ralph Gonsalves has nothing to do with the contract. That's what's fine between the police and the ICC. He should be happy that the men who provide security for St. Vincent and the Grenadines are getting extra money so they don't have to get involved in corruption and bring a bad name to St. Vincent and the Grenadines and the police force. But no, he want to oppress them. He's stealing from them. My name is Tree Strongblad. I'm St. Vincent and the Grenadines' favorite motivator. I am the diaspora machismo. I'll talk to you later.